The 2025 NBA season didn't just start hot, it detonated. The Luca Donic trade to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis flipped the map overnight. A franchise-shifting gamble that reset title math and search traffic alike. Suddenly the conversation wasn't, can the Lakers contend? It was, how soon? As LeBron James and Luca Donic formed the league's most watched duo. Prime NBA blockbuster trade energy driving the 2025 NBA season narrative. Meanwhile, the New York Knicks went full Villanova. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and OG Anunoby. Then they added Karl Anthony Towns to stretch the floor and supercharge a garden offense built for May. That Knicks-Villanova core became appointment viewing, a proof of concept for chemistry culture in a cap-tight era. Out east, the Philadelphia 76ers finally put a real wing next to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, landing Paul George to build a modern, switchable Sixers big three with two-way length and elite half-court shot creation. Each move addressed a fatal flaw. The Lakers needed a heliocentric engine who could share the throne. The Knicks needed scalable star spacing and elite perimeter defense. And the Sixers needed a reliable playoff wing who can get a bucket when the play dies. These weren't splashes. They were structural reinforcements, algorithm-busting moments that fueled highlights, debates, and NBA trade rumors all season. If you're tracking the torch passing from the old guard to the next wave, start here. Luca Doncic Lakers, Anthony Davis Mavericks, Knicks Super Team, and Paul George 76ers. The four tectonic plates that made 2025 unforgettable. The 2025 NBA season saw a league-wide reshaping that changed everything fans thought they knew. Klay Thompson joining the Dallas Mavericks was a headline that rippled across basketball media, pairing one of the greatest shooters in NBA history with Anthony Davis in a bold experiment that blurred eras. Chris Paul signing with the San Antonio Spurs added veteran IQ to Victor Wembanyama's development, giving the Spurs the leadership presence they'd lacked since the Tim Duncan era. DeMar DeRozan to the Sacramento Kings turned heads too. A mid-range maestro stabilizing a high-octane offense around De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. These weren't just off-season moves, they were culture shifts. Add in extensions for players like Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen, and Zubac, and suddenly the NBA contenders looked completely different, built around depth and durability instead of just star power. Then came the early season shockwaves. The Cleveland Cavaliers exploded to a 15-0 start, their best in franchise history, with Darius Garland healthy, Evan Mobley evolving into a two-way monster, and Donovan Mitchell finally finding his balance between leadership and scoring. But the real buzz came from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder, who stormed to a 35 start and later 44-10 by the break, dominating both ends of the floor with elite defense, team chemistry, and MVP-level efficiency. The message was clear. The NBA power rankings were changing fast. 2025 wasn't the year of the super team. It was the rise of balance, youth, and strategy redefining the future of basketball. The 2025 NBA season exposed two franchises that collapsed under their own weight. The Philadelphia 76ers entered the year hyped as legit contenders with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Paul George. But the dream fell apart fast. Embiid's mysterious absence turned into full-on chaos. No clarity, no communication, and no leadership. Reports of locker room tension, front office panic, and frustrated fans flooded the NBA news cycle, painting a picture of dysfunction. When Embiid finally returned, he was clearly compromised, and the once promising Sixers big three never found rhythm. The 76ers season meltdown became a cautionary tale about stars, injuries, and chemistry gone wrong. Meanwhile, out in Phoenix, the Suns' Big Three experiment officially imploded. What was supposed to be a super team, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, turned into a masterclass in how not to build around the salary cap. The NBA second apron rules trapped Phoenix financially, forcing them to play without real depth, rely on inconsistent rotations, and watch injuries derail every stretch of momentum. Their offense looked predictable, their defense non-existent, and their chemistry toxic. toxic. By December, fans were already calling for a rebuild, but these collapses weren't isolated. They symbolized a league identity crisis. NBA ratings dropped 19%, signaling fatigue with the same aging faces. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. Fans wanted something new. As the old guard faded, the conversation shifted. Who will carry the NBA's torch next? Names like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, and Victor Wembanyama now headline that debate, defining a league caught between nostalgia and evolution. When the Lakers traded Anthony Davis for Luca Donic, it sent a shockwave through the entire basketball world. The Luca Doncic Lakers trade wasn't just a transaction, it was a cultural earthquake that reshaped the NBA landscape overnight. Seeing LeBron James and Luca Doncic on the same floor instantly reignited global interest, merging two generations of superstardom and pushing NBA viewership back into viral territory. Luca's arrival in Los Angeles didn't just make the Lakers contenders again, it made them the storyline. Every outlet, podcast, and highlight reel revolved around the new Luca and LeBron duo, and suddenly every game felt like history. The move was so seismic it buried other blockbusters, including Jimmy Butler's trade to Golden State, which paired him with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green in a last dance for the Warriors dynasty. But none of it could outshine the purple and gold's rebirth. Then came the playoffs, a reflection of a new era where NBA parity reigned supreme. Powerhouses like Boston, Cleveland, and Golden State fell early as small market teams flipped the narrative. The Indiana Pacers and New York Knicks became Cinderella stories, while the Oklahoma City Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bulldozed through seasoned veterans with youth, defense, and swagger. The Thunder championship run symbolized the NBA's transformation, no longer dominated by big markets, but by balance, development, and team identity. The 2025 NBA playoffs didn't just crown a new champion, they crowned a new league, one where stars are born anywhere and no throne is safe. The 2025 NBA Finals became the perfect storm of storylines, heartbreak, heroics, and history colliding on the league's biggest stage. The Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers delivered a 7-game masterpiece that reminded fans why basketball is the world's most emotional sport. Tyrese Haliburton's clutch shots and leadership turned Indiana into the underdog America rooted for, while Shai Gilgeous-Alexander proved why he's the NBA MVP, dominating every possession with poise and precision. The Thunder defense, anchored by Chet Holmgren, Dort, and Alex Caruso, suffocated opponents, while Jalen Williams' breakout performance gave OKC a second star on the rise. After Haliburton's devastating Achilles injury in Game 7, SGA and the Thunder closed the door on one of the most dramatic NBA Finals Game 7s in recent memory, sealing Oklahoma City's first NBA championship and cementing the arrival of a new powerhouse built on youth, development, and teamwork. But beyond the trophy, the 2025 season marked something bigger, a generational shift. The NBA's new era officially began, with LeBron James, Stephen Curry, and Kevin Durant fading from the spotlight, a wave of new faces. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Victor Wembanyama, and Tyrese Haliburton took the torch. Commissioner Adam Silver championed a vision of NBA parity, pushing for small market visibility and franchise-centric loyalty over super team chaos. The 2025 NBA season will be remembered not just for OKC's ring, but as the year the league evolved, where the future finally arrived, and every city believed it could be next.